What's up, guys? Nick from Texas here, doing my third video in one cardio session. Testosterone in there. Alright. This question comes from G. Rose on Instagram. She said, a lot of people struggle with dropping body fat on If It Fits Your Macros. I know people at my gym have asked me, in other words, have asked me why they're not losing weight on If It Fits Your Macros. And it's kind of hard to explain when you're in the middle of a heavy deadlift set. That's what she said. So, there's a number of reasons why you wouldn't be losing weight on If It Fits Your Macros. For those of you that don't know what If It Fits Your Macros is, just YouTube it, Google it. I'm not going to go into detail about it in this video. Chances are you know what it is or have an idea. So, I would say the first reason is because they're not following their macros to the T. You know, it sounds too simple, but a lot of people do it. You know, say they're supposed to be on 50 grams of fat, 200 carb, 200 protein. Well, you know, they're doing pretty well in the beginning of the day. They're having their meals. Then they go out to dinner and get pizza with their friends or their girlfriend or boyfriend. And they say, fuck it. That's what they say. Well, when their weight doesn't go down at the end of the week, they don't think about that pizza. They say, oh, If It Fits Your Macros, it's not working for me. I knew that it didn't work. It's just a gimmick made up by lazy people. Well, no. The truth is, if they had had one piece of pizza and fit it into their macros versus binging on it and seemingly forgetting about that at the end of the week when they weigh themselves, they probably would have lost weight. I'm making a YouTube video. Why are you staring at me like that?
I created him. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have any macros. I'm his mama.
Yeah. So, reason number one, just going over your macros. Another reason, your macros are just quite simply set too high. You may have plugged in your information like your weight and height and whatnot into a calculator online, but that doesn't take your metabolism into account. So your calories could simply be too high to lose weight. You might be in a surplus when you think you're in a deficit. That's another reason. And I guess the last major reason would probably be underestimating calories when you're eating food that you don't know the exact macronutrients of. So for instance, you go to a snack bar and get a cheeseburger and a side of fries, okay? And you say, this probably looks like 15 grams of fat, 20 grams of protein, and I'll say with the fries and the bun, 50 grams of carb. Well, chances are, no, that's way less than what you're really eating. So what you have to do under the circumstances where you don't know exactly what macronutrients you're eating, you have to overestimate. Don't underestimate, overestimate. So in other words, you're eating a burger, you know, regular size. You think, oh, it's 400 calories. No, I'm going to say that's 550 calories. You want to know why? Because if you're not cooking something, you don't know how the hell they're cooking it. And let me tell you, I've worked in restaurants before. Well, a restaurant. And they sure like to put a lot of freaking oil and butter on everything. Stuff that you don't think oil and butter can go on, it's going on there. Almost anything. So, those would be the 3 main reasons why someone is not losing weight on If It Fits Your Macros. Forgetting about cheat meals and not counting them into their macros. The second one being starting with your macros too high. And the last reason being simply underestimating calories when you're eating food that you don't know the exact macros of. So, hope that answered the question. If some of you guys were looking for, oh well, high glycemic carbs right before bed, which is what all If It Fits Your Macros people do, that's what causes them to gain weight. That's the reason? No, that's not the reason. So, hope that helped, guys. Until next time, I want you to eat clean, watch your sodium, and no carbs after 6.